Right, so welcome everyone. If it's your first time in yoga, with me, my name's Bruce. I'll be taking you through all the various classes. That was Sarah, who is my wife, so she's allowed to be in the house with me. And today we're going to do vinyasa for an hour. We'll start lying down on our back, so just come to your mats. Lie down, feet mat width apart, approximately. Arms down by the sides, eyes closed. And take a deep inhale through the mouth and exhale through the mouth. And then just breathe normally. Close your eyes. Scan the body from the top of the head all the way down, shoulders, neck, arms, torso, hips, legs and feet. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And if you have any areas of tension that you notice, just make sure you focus on those areas for a moment and then just release the tension from those areas. Focusing on the breath, on the rise and the fall of the belly as you inhale and exhale. With every exhale, feeling the heaviness of the body sinking into the mat. Slowly letting all the tension go, fingers, wrists, hips, belly. And starting to breathe a little deeper, inhaling more oxygen into the lungs. Bring one hand onto the belly, one hand onto the heart. Increasing the length of the in-breath and the length of the out-breath. Filling the lungs now completely with oxygen on the inhale. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed and pressing down towards the mat. And then bending your knees, bringing your feet up to your bottom, lift the feet off the floor, take one hand around each shin, top of the shins, flex the feet and just rock those knees backwards and forwards so you massage the lower part of the back and the sacrum, just loosening off any tension in that area. And then interlace the fingers around the shins or keep hold of the knees. Just lengthen the neck and tuck the chin in. Relax the shoulders down. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the back and the head off the floor, bringing the head up towards the knees. Inhale, releasing down to the ground. Exhale, lifting, head to knees. Exhaling, so inhaling, releasing. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, release down, one more, exhale, head to knees, inhale, head down, just straighten the legs up, take your hands behind the legs, just rub the backs of the legs quite quickly up and down, and then massaging the backs of the legs with your fingers. Releasing any tension that you have in your hamstrings and your lower glutes. And stretching the hands up the legs, hold on to the shins, point the toes, take an inhale. Exhale, just flex the feet, push the heels away and bring the feet a little closer over to the head. Push your shoulder blades back into the floor. Inhale, point your toes. Exhale, flex the feet. Inhale, point the toes. Exhale, flex the feet. Take your hands behind the legs. And then start rocking. Now we're going to rock all the way up to standing. So you need to swing your legs and you need to get some momentum into your swing. When you think you've got enough, then come forwards and come up into standing on the mat. You can of course help yourself with your hands if you wish. So coming to the top of the mat, bringing the feet together, hands by the side, shoulders back and down, neck long, chin tucked in, tummy muscles engaged, your Uddiyana Bandha, and pelvic floor engaged, so a muscle pulling up, your Mula Bandha. And then first of all with the arms, inhaling, taking the arms up, gaze up at the arms, palms together, exhale, hands down to heart center. Just a few breaths like this, inhale, arms up, exhale, hands down to heart center. Thinking about engaging Ujjayi breath as you inhale, taking the arms up, slightly constricting the throat so you can hear almost a snore as you inhale and exhale, hands down. One more, inhale, exhale, hands all the way down. Now this time we're going to come into Surya Namaskara A, sun salutation. So inhale, arms up, exhale, arms wide, folding forwards, hands down either onto your shins or on the floor or head down towards the knees. Inhaling, coming onto fingertips, lengthening the back, looking forwards or hands on shins. Exhaling, bend the knees, step the right foot back into a lunge, stay there. Bend into that front leg. Just slowly raise and lower the pelvis so you're feeling a deep stretch through the back of the right leg, through the heel and over the quads. You feel it in the left leg as well. Just circle the hips a few times, loosening off the hip joints, maybe 4 circles one way, 4 circles the other. Step the left leg back, lower knees to the ground, chin and chest come onto the mat, squeeze the elbows into the sides. Roll the shoulder blades down the back and then lower the body down. Pressing the tops of the toes onto the mat, lift the front of the body up, keep the pelvis pushing down, keep the shoulders rotating back, gaze upwards. Exhale, head down, tuck the toes under, push back, bottom to heels. Stretching through the arms, breathing into the back of the body, inhaling. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Coming up onto all fours, lifting the knees off the ground, pushing up into a downward dog. Walking the feet slightly forwards and loosening off the lower calf and Achilles. Making any adjustments you need to. Loosening off your neck, make sure you're holding no tension in the neck. Keeping the chin tucked in. Releasing both heels to the ground. Pushing the chest a little closer towards the thighs. And then stepping the right foot forwards between the hands. And then sinking the hips down. And then lifting and sinking. Just loosening off. Relieving the stress in the body. Loosening off, pushing back. Through the left heel, suck the belly in. Then rotate 4 circles with the hips one way and 4 the other. And then stepping to the front of the mat. Coming onto fingertips or hands on shins, lift the head, look forwards, draw the belly in, inhale. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhaling, coming all the way up, palms together. Exhaling, hands down through heart center. Stand into Tadasana, just stay there a moment. Just notice how the body feels. Take the weight into the toes, keep the eyes closed so you're bringing your body forwards as far as you can without obviously falling. And take the weight backwards into the heels, as far as you can go. Come back to the center. Then weight into the left hand side, back to center. Weight onto the right hand side, back to center. And think about that Ujjayi breath again, deep inhale through the nose and exhale. And we progress through Namaskara, inhaling arms up, exhaling, folding forwards. Inhale, lift and extend the neck, flat back. Exhale, hands down, bend the knees, step or hop back into a plank. Then bend the elbows, lower chaturanga. You can put your knees down on the mat if you wish. Rolling over the toes into an upward dog. Gazing upwards and exhaling into a downward dog. Take 5 breaths. Remember, you can always come into a child's pose instead of a downward dog. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhaling, looking to the hands, step or hop to the front of the mat, look up, extend the spine. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, coming all the way up, palms together. Exhale, hands down through heart center, hands by the sides, standing into Tadasana. And again, taking the arms up, inhale. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, hands down, bend the knees, step or hop back into a plank. And then knees, chest, chin or chaturanga coming down to the mat. Rolling over the toes into an upward dog. And exhaling into a downward dog. Holding for 5. Think about relaxing the heels down for 4. Think about drawing the belly in for 3, nice long neck. For 2, rotate the shoulders backwards towards the thighs. And for 1, inhaling, looking forward, step or hop to the front of the mat, look up, extend the spine. Exhale, folding over the legs. Inhaling, coming all the way up, palms together. Exhaling, hands down through heart center. Hands by the sides, standing into Tadasana. We do 1 more Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forwards, hands on shins or on mat. Lift and extending the back as you inhale, looking forwards. Exhale, hands down, bend the knees, step or hop back into plank. Bending the elbows, lower chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Rolling over the toes, upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Breathing for 5. For 4, pushing into the fingertips, lengthening through the arms, lengthening through the spine. For 3. For 2. Drawing up the calves, pulling up the knees, drawing up the quads. For 2. And for 1, bend the knees, step or hop to the front of the mat. Look up, extend the spine, exhale, fold over the legs. Inhaling, coming all the way up, palms together. Exhale. Hands down through heart center. Stay with hands in heart center. Take an inhale. And an exhale. Then we come into Surya Namaskara B. So it's taking the arms backwards. Bending the knees, bottoms down, keep your legs together, bottom where it is, bring the arms up into Utkatasana, the fierce posture, or chair posture. Exhale, fold forwards, hands down, head down. Inhale, lift and extend the back as before. Exhale, hands down, bend the knees, step or hop back into a plank. Bend the elbows, lower chaturanga dandasana. Inhaling, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Coming into warrior one, so stepping the right foot between the hands, the left foot turns out at 45 degrees, body comes upwards, shoulders over the hips, inhaling, arms up, stay there for 5 breaths. If it's comfortable, look up at the hands. For 4, for 3, twisting that left hip forwards, for 2, bend into the right knee, and for 1, exhale, hands down either side of the foot. Step back into plank. Lower chaturanga, hover. Inhale, rolling over the toes into upward dog. And exhaling into downward dog. Now the left side, left foot forwards. Right foot turns out, front leg bent. Arms up, warrior one. The other side. Hold for 5. Thinking about that straight back leg. For 4. Draw the right hip forwards. Left hip backwards. For 3. For 2, breathe deeply. And 1, hands down either side of the foot. Step back into plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhaling. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhaling, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Just check your feet. Check the outsides of the feet are in line with the outsides of your hips. So the same distance between your hips and the outsides of the feet. Hold for 3, 2, 1, bend the knees, inhaling, step or hop to the front of the mat, look up. Extend the spine, exhale, fold over the legs. Knees bent, bottoms down, bring the arms up into Utkatasana. Straightening up, hands down through heart center. Take an inhale. And exhale, and we'll do 1 more of those. So taking the arms backwards, knees bent, bottoms down, inhaling into Utkatasana. Exhale, folding forward to Uttanasana. Inhale, lift and extend, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, hands down, step back, lower, Chaturanga, Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And exhale, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Now Virabhadrasana, warrior on the right foot forwards, left foot down. 1 breath as you inhale. Coming up, exhale, going all the way down. Step back, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot forwards, right foot down. Warrior one, the other side. Inhaling as you come up. Exhaling as you go down. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Bend the knees, inhale, step hop to the front of the mat, look up, extend the spine. Exhale, fold over the legs, bend your knees, bottoms down, arms up into Utkatasana. Straighten up, hands through heart center, hands by the sides, standing into Dasana, the mountain pose. Close the eyes, still the breath. Settle. Nice even, an in-breath and out-breath. Draw the air right down to the bottom of the lungs. And then we do one variation on Surya Namaskara B. So hands in prayer, take the arms backwards. Bend the knees, bottoms down, keep your bottom there. Take the arms up and stay there. Gaze upwards if it's comfortable, straight forward if it's not. Think about tucking your pelvis underneath, tilting and tucking your belly in. Reaching up through the hands, arms straight, whether your arms are apart or your palms are together. Try to straighten through the elbows. Draw your belly in tightly. Press your legs together firmly. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Fold forwards, hands down to the mat. Then bend your knees and hop to a plank. Lower chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale into an upward dog and stay there. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale, relax the hips. Inhale. And exhale. Lifting up into a downward dog. Breathe. Deep inhale. And exhale, right leg into the air, extend, point the toes, come onto the toes of the left foot, inhale, exhale, right foot between the hands, left foot flat, arms into warrior one as you inhale. As you exhale, take the left arm forwards, the right arm backwards, come onto the ball of the left foot and do a reverse twist. In warrior two, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms up, inhale. Exhale, go down again, reverse twist. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to warrior one. Place the back foot on the floor. Open arms out into a warrior two. Gazing over the fingertips of the right hand. Reversing the right palm. Left hand down the leg. Right arm up and over. In a reverse warrior. Breathe for 5, 4, 3. Keep the front leg bent. 2, 1. Come back into a warrior two. Take the hands down to the mat, one other side of the foot, swivel on the back heel. Stepping back into plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Left leg comes up, point the toes. Ball of the right foot, inhale. Exhale, left foot through between the hands. Right foot flat. Arms up, warrior one. As you inhale, swiveling onto the ball of the right foot this time. Right arm goes forwards. Left arm goes backwards. Taking the gaze behind you for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms up, hips forwards. Inhale and reverse that twist again. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warrior one. Inhale, place the right foot flat on the mat. Opening the arms out to warrior two. So left arm forwards, right arm backwards. Palms facing down. Front leg bent. Back leg straight. Outside of the foot pushing into the mat. Reverse the front palm. Hinging into a reverse warrior. Left arm up. Right arm on the back leg. Breathing deeply. Deep stretch through the front side of the body. For 3, 2, 1. Coming back into warrior two. Sink a bit more into that bend of the front leg. Circle hands to the mat. Stepping back into plank. Knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Roll over the toes. Upward dog. And exhale. Downward dog or child's pose. For 5, 4, breathe deeply in and out through the nose. Try to make the breath even. For 2, and for 1, bend the knees, inhale, step or hop. To the front of the mat, coming onto fingertips or hands on shins. Lengthen the back and look forwards. Exhale, fold over the legs. Bend your knees, bottoms down. Utkatasana for the last time. And straighten up. Hands through heart center. Stand into Tadasana. Close the eyes. Lengthen the neck, tuck the chin in. Just check that the legs are pushing together so you feel an inward pressure on the insides of the legs. Draw up your pelvic floor muscle. Draw in your lower abdominal muscles. Breathe deeply for 5, 4, 3, feeling calm and grounded. 2, and 1, hands on hips, roll the shoulders back and down, coming into a forward bend. Take an inhale. Exhale, nice flat back as you come forwards. Stay on a horizontal position. You're bending from the hip joint. So take a moment to bring the hips as far forwards as you can, because they do tend to shoot backwards as you bend forwards. Take another inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, you can put your hands on the shins or down on the floor. And relax the head down. Then just take your feet hip width apart, so the outsides of the feet are in line with the hips, so not too wide, not too narrow. Hook your 2 big toes with your index fingers. You can bend your knees. If you need to bend your knees, hook your toes. Then straightening the legs, lifting the head, looking forwards. Suck the belly in. Press as hard as you can in the big toe. So you're squashing your fingers into the floor. And pull as firmly as you can on your arms without lifting your toes off the ground. So you've got opposing pressures. And if you draw your belly in, think about pulling up your knees, pulling up your quads, lengthening the spine. You should feel it in the back of the legs and in the arms and in the toes. Take an inhale and exhale, fold forwards, elbows out to the side, head down towards the shins. Think about lifting the shoulders away from the ears. Breathing deeply, keep the neck completely relaxed. Think about straightening the legs as much as possible. With every inhale, straightening the legs. With every exhale, releasing the body closer to the thighs. Breathing deeply. Focus the release of the breath in the buttocks, so it gives you the ability to release the body forwards a little more. For 2. And for 1, lift the head up, look forwards, extend the spine, suck the belly in, inhale. Exhale, keep the body there, take your hands to your waist. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hop your feet together. Stand into Tadasana, hands by the side. And then step out to the right for Trikonasana, the first of the side stretches. So your legs are about 2 shoulder widths apart. Feet initially straight ahead. Turn the right foot out to face the back of the mat. And then draw that left hip forwards. Take the arms up, so the right arm in front, left arm behind. Keep both legs straight. Inhale, reach forwards. Keep the body over the leg, and as you exhale, bring that right hand down. You can either hook the toe or hold the leg. Place the left hand on the sacrum and twist the spine, gazing towards the ceiling. Maybe lift the left arm up into the air. Hold for 5 breaths. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Think about keeping the belly tight, keeping the bottom tucked in, holding for 3, 2, 1. Look down at the right hand, lower the left hand to the sacrum. Inhale, come up to standing, both hips, hands on hips. Turn the right foot in, turn the left foot out. This time right hip comes forwards. Arms up, inhale, palms facing down. Reaching forwards, right hand to sacrum, left hand down to the foot, twist, gaze over the shoulder, keep the belly tight. If you're happy to, raising the right arm into the air, holding for 5 breaths. Now engage your quads here, pull up your quads, suck your belly in, twist the chest and breathe. If it hurts your neck, then either look down or look straight ahead. Only if you feel comfortable, twist that neck and gaze upwards to the hands for 2. And for 1, right hand down, both hands on the waist. Come up to standing, turn that right foot in. Roll the shoulders back and down, so both feet are facing forwards. And we come into our first forward bend. So roll the shoulders back and down. Take the arms up, horizontally, palms down, inhale. Push your hips forward, suck the belly in. Exhale, hands to waist. Inhale, make the spine as long as it can be and lengthen the neck. Exhale, fold forwards, using and releasing all the tension in the buttocks. All the way down, head down, hands down towards the floor. Take an inhale, lift the head and look forwards. Now, when you're in this position, you can play with the position of your hips. Try not to push your hips too far backwards. Try to bring them as forward so the hips are in line with the ankles. Keep the belly tight. And then exhale, relax the hips, the head down towards the floor. And walking your hands backwards as far as they go until they're in line with your heels. Breathe deeply. Think about releasing the tension in the back of the legs. Consider bringing the weight into the balls of the feet. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk the hands forward so they're more or less under the shoulders. Lift the back up. Lift the head, look towards the third eye, the point between the eyebrows. Take an inhale. Exhale, take your hands to the waist. Keep your back horizontal, keep your belly tight. Then look straight down at the floor, tucking your chin in, and inhale, come up to standing. Loosen off the shoulders, take the arms out, and take those legs wider apart. Then turning the right foot to face the back of the mat. Bending into that right knee, right elbow, right knee, left hand, left hip, twist, look back at your foot, and then bring that right arm, left arm up and over, hold at a 45-degree position, and stretch. As you inhale, you lengthen. As you exhale, draw your belly in. Hold for 5, 4, bend into that front leg. 3, with every exhale, release those hips down. For 2, and for 1, come up to standing straight legs, both feet forwards. Take an inhale, and then turn the left foot out to face the end of the mat. Bend into the left knee, left elbow, left knee, right hand sacrum. Twist, gaze over the shoulder, reaching the right arm up and over, gazing towards the fingertips. Keep the belly tight and breathe. Inhaling, lengthening, and exhaling, release those hips down. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, coming up to standing. Arms out wide, and then take the hands to the waist. So we're coming into another forward bend. Roll the shoulders back and down. Engage the thigh muscles so the thighs start to roll outwards. Your buttocks engaged, so they're slightly contracting the glutes, but not overly. Lower abdominals, the tight pelvic floors pulled up. Squeeze the elbows towards each other so you feel a stretch across between your shoulders. Take an inhale. Exhale, coming forwards with a nice flat back. Keep your hands exactly where they are and relax your head down towards the mat. Relax the head and neck completely. Breathe deeply. Hold for 5, for 4, for 3. Think about engaging your quads, straightening the legs. As you inhale, you draw your belly in. As you exhale, you release all the tension from the hips down through the upper body. And for 1, on the next inhale, coming all the way up to standing, heel toe the feet in a bit. So this time, feet are pointing out at about 45 degrees. Taking your hands into prayer. Starting off with your legs straight. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend. Bringing your backs of the legs mostly horizontal. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend. Stay there. Inhale. Exhale, maybe go down a little lower, but not too low. Lift your heels off the floor. Stay there. Inhale. Exhale. Coming up to standing. Inhale, heels down. Exhale. Take another inhale. Bringing the feet, heel toeing in until they're together. Take the hands down behind the back, interlace the fingers behind the back. Point the index fingers away from you. Roll the shoulders back and down. Step the right foot forwards and the left foot back a bit. Bend slightly into the front leg. Then lean forwards till your chest comes down to the knee. Then, bringing the weight into the front leg, lift the left leg off the ground, straightening the front leg, holding the balance, lifting the arms up for 3, 2, whoops, and 1. And coming down, shaking off any tension. As you can see, balance changes on a daily basis. Sometimes you've got it, sometimes you haven't. But we work with it, we don't fight it. So left foot forwards this time, keeping the hands behind the back. Bending into that left knee, bringing the chest down. Focusing on the balance, bringing up the right leg, lifting the arms away from the back, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up to standing. Shake out the legs. Hands on hips. Taking the balance on the right leg. Lifting the left leg up. Taking the hands under the left thigh. Keep your abdominals straight, flex the right foot. Inhale, lengthen that left leg out, point the toes towards me. Exhale, flex the foot, bend the knee. Inhale, point and stretch. Exhale, bend and flex. Inhale, point and stretch. Exhale, bend and flex. Last one. Inhale, point and stretch. Take the arms up, palms together. Stretch that leg out. Point the toes, suck the belly in. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything down to the ground. Shake the legs out. And we do the other side. So getting the balance. On that left foot, spread the toes. Draw the belly in. When you're happy, right leg up, flexing the foot, inhaling, stretch and point, exhale, bend and flex, inhale, stretch and point, exhale, bend and flex, inhale, stretch and point, exhale, bend and flex. Last one. Inhale, stretch and point. Release the arms, arms up, lengthen that leg, suck the belly in, stretch the arms as high as they go. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee. Release down, shake the legs out. And we're going to come down for some seated postures. So hands in prayer. Bending the knees. Coming down into a squat, balancing on the balls of the foot. Keep the legs or the knees pressing together. Keep your hands in prayer. Just stay there for a moment. Suck your belly in, try to roll the shoulders back and down. Think about keeping the heels as close together as you can. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Take the hands down, fingertips on the ground. And then hands behind you, just lower your bottom to the ground. Stretch the left foot out in front of you. Open the right leg out, so the right foot is on the inside of the left thigh. Back is nice and long, your chin should be in line with your big toe. Hands down either side of the leg. Lengthen the spine, make sure the neck is a continuation of the spine, so the chin should be slightly tucked in and not sticking upwards. Hands on the ground, take an inhale. As you exhale, reach the chest and chin forwards towards that big toe. That's your gaze point. Walk your hands down the leg and then stop. Take another inhale, lengthen through the spine, stretch the hands a little further forwards. Exhale, release the head and the neck down. Now you can hold onto your foot or your shin wherever your hands are. Close your eyes. Take an inhale and then exhale, release all the tension in the neck and the head. Think about rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Keep breathing, keep considering, lengthening the spine on the inhale and releasing on the exhale. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the head up as you inhale. Exhale, release. Bring that right leg up. Bend the left knee. So we're going to come into Navasana. So balancing on your toes. Roll the shoulders back and down. Pull your chest as close to the legs as it goes so your back is nice and straight. Release the arms forwards. Lift the legs up either to 90 degrees or 45 degrees. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, hand around the left shin, straighten the right leg out. So Janushirshasana on the other side, so opening out the left knee, left foot on the inside of the right thigh. And then engaging all the muscles in the legs, flexing the foot so the toes point towards the face. Draw the belly muscles in, lengthen the back, neck in, or neck long. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands either side of the leg, walking your hands down the leg and then stop. Inhale, lengthen the spine a bit more. Exhale, inch forward another millimetre or so. Engage your hands somewhere on the leg. Take another inhale. Exhale, release the head down towards the shin. Breathing deeply. In and out through the nose. Keeping that lower abdominal muscles drawn in. Taking the oxygen into the back of the body. Releasing the tension in the glutes. For 2. And for 1, lift the head up as you inhale. Exhale, release that posture. Bring the right knee up, bring the left knee together, hug your legs to your chest, straighten your back. Coming into our second Navasana, knees push together so you've got an inward pressure on the inside, outside to the inside of the legs. Arms out, legs either 45 degrees or 90 degrees, up to you. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Hug the knees, straighten the back. We're going to come back into Navasana. So keeping the balance on your bottoms, releasing the arms, keep your belly muscles tight. Lift those legs up, choose the position. Think about lifting them high, think about pointing the toes, think about lifting your chin up, think about straightening your back. Hold for 5, think about engaging your quads. For 4, drop your kneecaps. For 3, for 2, and for 1, bend the knees and come down to a comfortable seated position. Taking your feet, soles of the feet together. Just move your bottom as far forwards or as close to the heels as it will go. Then just hook the second finger, the one next to the thumb, around the big toes. So you're holding your big toe with your thumb and your index finger. Straighten the back. Just roll the shoulders back and down. Keep the belly tight, keep the spine long, keep the chin tucked in. And think about opening up your legs like a lotus flower. So you push the soles of the feet together and they should open out a little bit more. And you can help that by pressing your elbows into your thighs. Okay. So keeping a straight back. Now, if you remember when we bent forward earlier, we came forward with a flat back and we used our hip joint to bend. Just use your hip joint now and feel the movement. Keep the back straight, keep the neck straight, keep the chin tucked in. Just feel how you can move without bending your upper back. Okay? Then come back up to a straight back. And so keeping that straight back now, we're going to fold down towards the ground. So, outsides of the bottom of the feet pressing together, elbows pressing into the thighs, belly sucked in, back nice and long. Take an inhale. And then reaching the chest forwards, forward, nice flat back, nice flat back, nice flat back, nice flat back, nice flat back. Going as far as you can and then stopping. Press your elbows into your thighs again maybe. Think about lengthening the spine as you inhale. As you exhale, releasing your head and your neck completely down towards the ground. Breathing deeply into the back of the body. Keep thinking, lengthen the back as you inhale, release the body as you exhale. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the head up. Inhale, exhale, knees together. Hook your toes. So 2 big toes, straightening the right leg, straighten the left leg, open them up a bit, straighten the back, bring them together, bend the knees, bring your feet to the floor, and then we're going to come down to lying on our backs. So palms up, legs up, either at 90 or at 45 degrees. And we're going to slowly open out until we're lying on the mat. So keep your abdominals tight here. When you're ready, arms out, legs up, start lowering for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, stretch the legs as much as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release completely onto the mat. Just take a deep inhale and exhale. Draw the right knee up to the chest, interlace the hands around the shin. Flex that right foot and just pull that knee down towards the armpit. Keep the left leg straight, point the left toes away from you. Just lengthen your neck and tuck your chin in so the chin isn't pointing to the ceiling. A couple of breaths. And then swap over. Straighten the right leg, left leg in. Engage the muscles on the right leg, keep it active, don't just let it lie there. Keep the belly drawn in, keep the shoulders pushing into the mat. Think about lengthening the neck, tucking the chin in, flexing the left foot, pulling that knee down towards the armpit. For 3, 2, 1. Bring both feet towards your bottom, take your arms out to the sides. If you haven't got enough room, you can bend your arms at the elbows. Take an inhale. As you exhale, drop your knees down to the right, gaze over towards the left side, the left hand. Breathing deeply for 5, release all the tension in the hip. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, inhaling knees up, and exhaling, dropping the knees over to the other side, gazing over towards the right hand. Breathing deeply, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lifting the legs up as you inhale. As you exhale, take the hands down by the sides, lengthen the legs out, coming into Shavasana. So feet extended, about mat width apart. Pressing your elbows, roll your shoulder blades under the back, lengthen the neck. Tuck the chin in, make sure your arms are about 45 degrees away from the body. And then releasing all your efforts, just breathe in and out through the nose. Relaxing all the muscles. Inhaling the healing prana, taking the focus to the feet. And with every exhale, consider releasing all the tension from the feet. Inhaling the healing prana, taking the focus to the ankles and the lower legs. And with every exhale, releasing all the tension from the ankles and the lower legs. Inhaling the healing prana, taking the focus to the upper legs, knees, hips, tummy and the lower back. And exhaling, releasing all the tension from the hips, tummy and lower back. Inhaling the healing prana, taking the focus to the chest, the upper back and the shoulders. And exhaling, releasing all the tension from the chest, the upper back and the shoulders. Inhaling the healing prana, focusing on the arms, the wrists, the hands and the fingers. And exhaling, releasing all the tension from the arms, the wrists, the hands and the fingers. Inhaling the healing prana, focusing on the neck, head and face. And exhaling, releasing all the tension from the neck, head and face. Inhaling the healing prana, focusing on the eyes, the mouth, the tongue and the jaw. And with every exhale, releasing all the tension from the eyes, the mouth, the tongue and the jaw. Inhaling the healing prana, focusing on the whole of the body. And exhaling, releasing all the tension from the whole of the body. And just breathing, resting in the last few moments. Releasing all the final tensions. Starting to breathe a little deeper, breathing the fresh prana into the lungs. With every in-breath, breathing in just a little bit more oxygen, feeling the lungs expand bit by bit, feeling that fresh energy replacing the resting energy in the body, starting to feel the energy flowing around through the arms, legs, wrists, hands, fingers, ankles, feet and toes. Get some gentle movements in the fingers, in the feet, maybe take a stretch with the arms up over the head. And then drawing your knees into your chest, wrapping your arms around the knees and hug yourself tightly. Releasing the lower back off the floor. Just rocking gently sideways, massaging the spine. And then when you're ready, rolling over onto your right hand side, take a breath there. And then with the help of the left hand, pushing yourselves up to a comfortable seated position. So we finished the yoga class with 3 Oms. If you'd like to join in, please do, or just listen or hum them to yourself. Inhaling to chant. Taking the hands to the third eye, Namaste. Right, so if you're staying for Yoga Nidra, if you'd just like to get something warm, maybe a blanket, put a jumper on, because you're going to be lying down now for 30 minutes and you're not going to be moving, so it can get chilly if you're in a cold room. If you're not staying for Yoga Nidra, then thank you very much for coming, and see you again shortly. So, gathering everything together that you need, any blankets, any clothes, and then lying down on the mat, taking the position of Shavasana again, and we'll prepare for the Yoga Nidra practice. So just making sure you're totally comfortable, making sure you've got everything that you need with you. If you've got any tickly cough, then maybe have a drink close by. Otherwise, just lie down and get comfortable. So we'll now prepare ourselves for Yoga Nidra. Lying on your mat in Shavasana with your feet approximately mat width apart, arms about 45 degrees away from the body and palms facing upwards. If you have any lower back pain, you may wish to have something under your knees, maybe a pillow or a bolster to release the tension on the lower back, or a cushion. Or you may like to rest your knees together. Just take a position in which you're going to be totally comfortable. Keep the back of the neck long and make any adjustments you need until you are totally comfortable. So during the practice of Yoga Nidra, there will be no movement. Closing your eyes and keeping them closed throughout the whole practice. Taking a deep breath in, filling the lungs now. And then exhaling, letting go all the stresses and strains and thoughts of everyday life. So in the practice that follows, you will not be making any movements. And you will develop a feeling of deep relaxation. Like the feeling just before you fall asleep. And when the feeling of relaxation comes, deep sleep also comes. But you will make a conscious effort to remain awake. This is very important. But do not worry if you fall asleep, as you may float in and out of this state. However, do maintain an awareness of my voice. Making a resolution now that you will not fall asleep throughout the practice. During the practice of Yoga Nidra, you'll be functioning on the levels of hearing and awareness. The body will be totally asleep and the mind will be on a state of deepest relaxation. Simply follow my voice with total attention and feeling. If any thoughts come to your mind from time to time, just acknowledge them and let them float away, focusing the attention on the breath, allowing the body to become calm and steady once more. Now taking a deep inhale and bringing a feeling of total relaxation to the whole of the body. Exhaling all the stresses away. Concentrating on the body, becoming aware now of the importance of complete stillness. Developing the awareness from the top of the head to the tips of the toes, repeating in your mind a mantra. Om. Complete stillness. Complete awareness of the whole of the body. Continuing the awareness of the whole of the body, the whole of the body, the whole of the body. Practice of Yoga Nidra will now begin. So focusing on the point between the eyebrows, that is called Jidakasha, the dark warm space behind the eyes, and repeat the Sankalpa 3 times. The Sankalpa is a positive statement that is something you want to become or you want to achieve. You will never share the Sankalpa with the soul as this is your resolve. The Sankalpa usually comes to you by itself. But if you have not got one, think of a positive statement. Then repeat the Sankalpa 3 times with awareness, feeling and emotion. We will now begin the rotation of consciousness, taking a trip around the body quickly and bringing a sense of awareness to each part. Repeating the part in your mind as we move around from part to part. Staying alert, but do not concentrate too intently. Becoming aware of the right hand side. The right hand thumb, the second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger. Palm of hand, the wrist, the lower arm, the elbow, the upper arm, the shoulder, the armpit, the right waist, the right hip, the right thigh, the kneecap, the calf muscle, the ankle, the heel, the sole of the right foot, the top of the right foot, the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. And now the left side. Become aware of the left hand thumb, the second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, the palm of hand, the wrist, the lower arm, the elbow, the upper arm, the shoulder, the armpit, the left of the waist, the left hip, the left thigh, the kneecap, the calf muscle, the ankle, the heel, the sole of the left foot, the top of the left foot, the big toe, second toe, first toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. And now your back. Become aware of the right shoulder blade and the left shoulder blade, the right buttock and the left buttock, the whole of the spine and the whole of the back together. And now become aware of the front of the body, become aware of the top of the head, the forehead, both sides of the head, the right eyebrow, the left eyebrow, the space between the eyebrows, the right eyelid, the left eyelid, the right eye, the left eye, the right ear, the left ear, the right cheek, the left cheek, the nose, the tip of the nose, the upper lip, the lower lip, the chin, the throat, the right of the chest, the left of the chest, the middle of the chest, the navel, the abdomen, the whole of the front together. And now becoming aware of the major parts of the body, the whole of the right leg, the whole of the left leg, both legs together, the whole of the right arm, the whole of the left arm, both arms together, the whole of the back and the buttocks and the spine, the whole of the shoulder blades, the whole of the front, abdomen, chest, the whole of the back and the front together. Be totally still. Be aware. Do not sleep. Do not move. The whole body on the mat. Become aware of the whole body on the mat. See the body lying perfectly still on a mat in the room. Visualize this image in the mind. Becoming aware of the whole space occupied by the body. Becoming aware of the body and space. Becoming aware of the whole body on the floor and the whole body in relation to the floor. And at the same time becoming aware of the meeting points between the body and the floor. These are very subtle physical points between the body and the floor. Feel the meeting of the back of the head and the floor. Shoulder blades and the floor. Elbows and the floor. Backs of hands and the floor. Buttocks and the floor. The calves and the floor. The heels and the floor. Bring in an awareness to the meeting points between the body and the floor. Feeling the sensation of all the points simultaneously and evenly. Continuing to feel these points clearly and distinctly. Please do not sleep. Listen only to my voice. And now switching your attention to the eyelids and feeling the narrow line of the meeting between the upper and the lower lid. Feeling the points where they meet and intensifying the awareness on the line between the eyelids. And then taking the attention to the lips. Focusing the attention on the line between the lips. Focusing on the space between the lips. And then we come to the breath. Becoming aware of the breath. Drawing the attention to the natural ingoing and outgoing of the breath. Feeling the flow of the breath from the throat to the belly. On inhalation, the belly rises. On exhalation, the belly falls. Simply follow the breath, the natural breath in and out of the lungs. Do not try to change the rhythm, but become completely aware of the process of respiration. Navel to throat, throat to navel. Breathing is natural, there is no effort. Do not try to change the rhythm. Just maintain the awareness of the breath. Complete awareness of the breath. And then focusing on the movements of the navel area. The navel is rising and falling slightly with every breath. With each and every breath expanding and relaxing. Concentrating on the synchronization of this movement and the breath. Breathing naturally, do not adjust. Just observing the rise and the fall. As you inhale, the belly rises. As you exhale, the belly falls. And now we start to count backwards from 54 to 1. Counting your own breath in your own time. Saying in the mind with the inhale, 54, navel rising. With the exhale, 54, navel falling. 53, navel rising. 53, navel falling. 52, navel rising. 52, navel falling. And so on, saying the words and the numbers to yourself as you count the breath. Be sure not to make a mistake. If you do, you must go back to 54 and start again. With total awareness that you are counting backwards from 54 to 1. And if you reach number 1, you must go back to 54, navel rising, 54, navel falling, 53, navel rising, 53, navel falling, and so on. Complete awareness, no mistakes. Backwards from 54, navel rising, 54, navel falling, 53, navel rising, 53, navel falling. And so on all the way from 54 to 1. Be totally aware. Bring the feeling of heaviness to the whole of the body. Bringing the feeling of heaviness and absolute release to the whole of the body. With every exhale, releasing all the final tension throughout the whole of the body. Inhaling and exhaling, becoming aware of the heaviness in every single part of the body. With every exhalation, feeling heavier and heavier. So heavy, the whole of the body seems to be sinking into the mat. Becoming aware of the heaviness throughout the And then bring the feeling of lightness towards the body. With every inhalation, bringing the feeling of lightness to the whole of the body. With every inhalation, starting to feel lighter through the fingers, the arms, the legs, the body. Starting to increase the feeling of lightness and weightlessness in all parts of the body. With every inhalation, the body feeling lighter and lighter until it starts to feel like it's lifting away from the floor. And focus the attention on the lightness throughout the whole of the body. And then withdraw your mind. And concentrate the awareness on the space in front of the closed eyes. The dark, warm, friendly space between the eyebrows that is called Jidakasha. A space so infinite it extends farther than the eyes can see. Concentrating on the dark space in front of the closed eyes. And becoming aware of any phenomena that manifest. Maybe colours, maybe patterns. But do not become involved, just observe, be detached, and be aware. If thoughts come, just let them go and continue to watch the darkness, the warm, friendly, infinite space with detachment and awareness. Now moving on to visualization. Imagining yourself walking up a track in the heat of the summer. A deep track lined with big beech trees. The roots of the beech trees are growing on both sides of the track. And they are covered with ferns and mosses. Small birds, wrens can be seen flitting from one root to another. And up above the canopy is thick. You cannot see the sky, but you can see the reflection of the light from the sunlight on the green leaves. Up ahead there is a clearing, and either side of that clearing there are gates leading into fields. You turn to the left gates where there is a field full of deep lush grass. Cows are grazing, and rabbits can be seen hopping at the sides of the fields where the trees provide some shade from the heat of the day. All you see are the green fields, trees and blue sky. You turn around and continue to walk up the track, veering right into a small path that continues through a young deciduous wood. Chestnut trees line either side. Continue up this track, over a sandy path, climb a stile into a field, a large field, and you are standing at the top of this field looking down. At the bottom of the field is a small stream, and in the middle of the field a large oak tree. You start to walk down towards the oak tree, and when you reach it, you take a rest, leaning against the trunk of the tree, sitting down, feet extended, resting from the heat of the day, listening to the sounds of the birds, smelling the fresh earth, the green grass and the green leaves. It's a beautiful day, so warm. You close your eyes and you drift away to the smells of nature filling your senses, becoming quite still. And then after a while you open your eyes. You get up and continue to walk down the hill towards a small stream at the bottom of the field. You go to the stream, clear waters run over small pebbles. You remove your shoes and dip the feet in the cool running water. So it is now time to recall your sankalpa, focusing on the point between the eyebrows that is called Jivakasha, focusing on the dark warm space, and repeat the sankalpa 3 times with feeling, awareness and emotion. Relaxing all your efforts, becoming aware once again of the breath, the natural inhaling and exhaling, the rise and the fall of the belly, becoming aware of the whole body and the breath together. Becoming aware of the whole body lying on the floor and the natural breath. Developing awareness from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Becoming aware of the arms, the legs, and the body lying stretched on the floor. Becoming aware of the meeting points between the body and the floor. Developing the awareness of the room, walls, ceiling, noises inside the room and outside of the room. Becoming aware of the whole body. Becoming aware of the position on the floor. Repeating in your mind a mantra. Becoming aware of the floor and your position on the floor, keeping your eyes closed. And starting to breathe a little deeper, breathing in fresh prana into the lungs. Visualizing the room around you, lying quietly still, slowly awakening the body. When you're ready to move, moving your hands, moving your fingers, moving your toes, moving your feet, and gently stretching bit by bit, breathing new life into the body. But do not rush, as there is no need to rush. Simply, when you are ready, inhaling that fresh oxygen, drawing the knees into your chest, maybe taking a stretch, wrapping your arms around the knees, taking slow, gentle movements, rocking gently sideways on the spine, before rolling over onto the right hand side. Take a few breaths there. And then when you're ready, pushing yourselves up to a comfortable seated position. Hands in prayer and eyes closed. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. We'll finish this session with a sing-along. If you can join in, please do, or just listen or hum it to yourself. Inhaling to chant. Taking the hands to the third eye. Namaste. Thank you very much, everyone. So take it easy, don't rush into anything. Have some water, recover, and sleep well. I hope you had a good class and enjoyed the session. And tomorrow morning, if you're around, we'll be doing Vinyasa Yoga at 7:30 a.m. Not to be confused with 7:30 p.m. Thank you very much for joining, and see you again shortly.